Hey everybody, welcome to Blood. This is the OG, well originally it was a build engine game way back in like the late 90s or so. This came out after Duke Nukem 3D and Witch Haven and all those others like that, Shadow Warrior. Um, but the major attraction to this one was basically it had much better writing, music, the levels and shit were all more interesting. And everything was kind of more or less hung together. You know, you felt more like you were traveling through this world rather than just basically going from level to level. Well, anyway, let's get into it. I think we are going to go ahead and just go with the second difficulty because I remember this as being really hard.
Welcome, my servants, my slaves.
What is your bidding, Master?
You have failed me. I disavow you all.
What the?
What?
I've taken your love. Now I will take your life. Consider my power in a hollow grave.
I live again.
That's a line from Army of Darkness, the old, what the hell was his name? Bruce Campbell movie, basically. Night of the Living Dead, things like that. Well, anyway, before I get started, basically the storyline goes, your character, Caleb, was a gunslinger back in the 1880s or 1890s, something like that, and he meets Ophelia. It turns out Ophelia's part of a cult. Okay, shut up, dude. He's part of a cult, basically, which worships this god, Chernobog. Well, demigod, god, whatever the hell you want to call it. Well, anyway, long story short, Caleb, Ophelia, and two others become basically immortal servants to this god. And well, the god pretty much gets jealous or whatnot, and as you can see from the really crappily rendered cinema in the beginning, basically betrays everyone and hands them off to his other, demonic servants. Well, we're gonna go and explain things to him. Weapons in this are like really kind of interesting too, because it's like you get a pitchfork, a flare gun, and one of my favorites, some dynamite. And of course, you have corpses. Now, since this was an old-fashioned build engine game originally, corpses and stuff are all sprites, and of course, they can sometimes have, usable things in them. And our first enemy. You might think he's down for the count, but not necessarily. Still not totally dead. Well, that's a secret, but I'll get to it in a minute. There we go, now he's dead. You found a secret. Got some armor. Now, if you don't get the reference, that's a reference to Eric Draven, the Crow.
Nevermore.
And of course, there's a heart, that's your health pickup. I figure I'll do like the first episode of this, and then, we'll see where it goes from there. Much like the older style games like Doom and whatnot, each episode is 9 levels, 8 normal ones, and one hidden level. And of course, I can't promise I will remember all of the secrets, but I'm going to try. Shot. And I now have the key. Oh, and if you've seen the movie Phantasm, yeah, this
Open for business.
should look pretty familiar. Oh, got tagged. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and get that heart. that other one too. Yeah, the enemies hit pretty hard in this, even on the easiest difficulty, so you gotta really watch out. Well, there's one right there. Shit. Well, screw it. Let's do it like this. Okay, maybe not. Alright. A bit of a shortcut if you want to take that. Doctor's bags are basically free health. You hit the use item button and of course your health will be recovered. If you're down like say 20%, then the doctor's kit will recover that. As you see, it's at 100% and it'll drop to 80. So basically, you little bastard. And here's the demonstration. Fuck off, mouse, rat, whatever. Kind of weird, they made the ammunition and whatnot 3D, but they didn't bother with doing that to the bodies. Now I could go out the door out there, but that would leave out, you know, the more phantasm looking area here. This should look nice and familiar to those who've seen that movie, or that set of movies. And dynamite, one of my favorite weapons to use during deathmatch, because a lot of times when you kill somebody in deathmatch, rather than immediately dropping dead on the ground, they'll go into what's called the death's door state, where they're on their knees, wavering back and forth, and you can basically do this, walk up, light some dynamite, drop it at their feet, and they can sit there and watch the fuse burn down. Now if they can hit, I think it's a space bar or something like that, if they hit that fast enough, there's a possibility that they can stand back up with a little bit of health and maybe get away. But, you know, if they don't, then, well, they get to watch their doom. You know, the fuse slowly burn down, you know, boom. Alright. Don't think there's not. Alright. Yeah, I tend to remember the secrets in the first episode a lot because I played the shit out of the shareware. And yes, this originally was shareware. Oh shit, I heard that axe. You zombie. Nope, don't want to stay here. I might turn the music up a little bit, because music's pretty damn good. There's another secret, which is actually kind of useless if you get it this way. You can ordinarily get it by jumping on the gravestone over there, but that's incredibly difficult, at least for me. Yeah, one of the power-ups is called Guns Akimbo, as you can see, 2 guns. But the downside is, you use twice as much ammunition in one go. And here comes the fucking mice, or the rats. Bastards. Off. And if you wanted to pop back to the beginning, well, here you go. Another way of using dynamite is, of course, you right-click to prime it, and then you can throw it using the left click. You can hold it down and it flies further. But you have to remember, you have a fuse burning down, so obviously sitting there holding on to it all day long is contraindicated. Yeah, screw you, zombie. another little hint to a secret here. Dickhead. That's the end of level marker right there. But I'm going to attempt to get this. This is what's called a super secret. You're supposed to make a jump into that wall directly ahead. But the way the geometry is set up, it's incredibly fucking difficult. Let me put it that way. I mean, it deflects you down. You can do it if you just have to hit it basically pixel perfect. Oh, son of a bitch, I actually did it. It's been a long time since I've actually played it. I mean, I played this a little bit, like, a few months back, but, you know, getting the actual secret like that's been a really long fucking time. Alright, this is the end of level thing here. Oh, and if you cheat, it very much so lets you know. It calls you a cheater right there. So, no using God mode, clipping, all weapons, all keys, none of that shit.
Fresh victims for the ever-growing army of the undead.
Yeah, the cult is doing much like the guy in Phantasm did. He's using corpses to create an undead army. You can drop down here, buddy. There we go. Now we've got a decent weapon. Yeah, the cultists babble a whole bunch of weird shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and blow up those unfortunate saps. Can't do nothing else for them. That's a right click with the shotgun that fires 2 rounds at once. One other thing I like too is that shell casings and whatnot are persistent, so you actually can see that you've been through an area. I'm just gonna use the fire on these guys. Oh shit. Lit myself on fire too. Gotta watch that. Nope, nope, nope. And you'll see a new kind of NPC running around here. Innocent people. Of course, the bad guys are going to immediately start shooting at those dudes for some reason. Don't know why. But whatever. Better them than me. Sometimes they'll be hard to hide. I've accidentally bumped the right click button. Still not used to this fucking mouse. But whatever. Oh, you fucking idiot. Yeah, that's my cultist crazy speak, right? Dude, seriously, get the fuck away from me.
Take it, please.
Okay, not a lot of ammo there. There's my key. A little more dynamite. Yeah, I think I'll call it after this particular level. Zone, whatever you want to call it.
Hello, may I speak to Mr. Josh? First name Hugh.
That's one of these. There we go. Gives me a little more ammo. There are so many little references and stuff in this thing, and some of them I don't even know what they are. Like, let's see. Cask of Amontillado. Damn it. Amontillado. Whatever the fuck that is. It sounds vaguely familiar, but it's just not coming to mind. I don't know if that guy was already dead or if this was just basically he was killed by the zombies or cultists. You gotta watch grills and shit like that because they'll burn the fuck out of you. This plays music, but it's obnoxious as fuck, so I'm not gonna do that. Those bastards. First there's rats in the kitchen and body parts. Took it out, you little motherfucker. What the fuck are you doing? Nope, damn it. Employees must wash hands. Good luck with that.
Leftovers.
Okay, now. And our first cloak of invisibility. One thing the modernized engine added was a countdown. I don't remember that being in the original DOS-based build engine game. Pikmins, yeah. JoJo, yeah. That gets referenced a fair amount. That refilled my doctor's bag. Alright. I believe I can go up here now. Our first Tommy gun cultist. By the way, your character's been in the grave for like 30 years or some shit like that. It's like the 1920s at this point. 1920s, 1930s, something like that. So you will see some very, very strange shit running around in this. Simbo. Yeah, the napalm launchers, I'm not supposed to actually have those yet, except I did find that super secret, so, you know, whatever. Good thing I found that life seed, and in case you haven't figured that out, the life seed's a 100% health boost, even over, you know, your normal 100%. Explosives, that's a good hint. Oh, shit. Let's get away from that. Okay, somebody died.
Looks like my train's come in.
Yeah, one double blast tends to take those guys out. And this should be pretty obvious to anybody who's ever played, well, basically any fucking video game ever. Box of shotgun shells, and hey look, there's that place I was at before. Another nice little shortcut. But I don't think there's anything else down there. Some Tommy gun bullets. And here's the end of the level. But just for gets and shiggles. Let's see what's at the end of the tunnel. Kind of strange how the railroad tracks just kind of end. Yeah, tunnel's longer than I remember it being. Come on. Not sure how a train would make these turns anyway, because a lot of these are pretty small turns. No, the train killed me. Alright. Well, now we are done with this. I missed one somehow. Where? Oh well, whatever. Like I said, no promises. And as you can see, now you're on the train, and it is moving. Okay. Well, anyway. We're going to call it right there. I'll continue this tomorrow. Probably do like 2 levels at a time. And so this will only be a few videos for this particular first episode playthrough. There are, I believe, 4 episodes normal. And there's a 5th add-on one. The 6th one is called Cryptic Passage, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to do that one or not. I don't think I ever even finished that. It was done by a totally different group of developers, and it frankly kind of sucked. So, you know, I'm like not too hip on that. Alright guys, I will catch you guys next time.